up, guys? Eddie Hates Anime, back with another video. In today's video, we are back with another fall anime update thingamajiggo, where I go over the seasonal animes and the newest episodes, and I keep on ranking where those 10 anime go in my top 10 for the season. The 10 for this season are Noblesse, Adachi and Shimamura, Akudama Drive, Tonikawa, Journey of Elaina, Dragon Quest, Jujutsu Kaisen, Talentless Nana, By the Grace of Gods, and The Day I Became a God. For anyone who watched last week's episode and is wondering where the heck is Higurashi on that list, well, I decided not to watch Higurashi. I'm either going to wait and watch it later or watch the original series and then watch Higurashi 2020. Also, before we get into these shows, minor spoilers or major spoilers for each of these episodes maybe. I don't know, depending on how I feel. So if you haven't seen those episodes, I did put timestamps in the comments of what show I'm talking about. So if you see a show that you don't want spoiled for you, you can just skip to the next one, or you can just skip to my rankings of them and see for yourself what I rank them. With that being said, let's get into my quick little overview of this week's episodes. Let's start off with Noblesse. So Noblesse continues to give us a look into the world, last episode adding 2 new characters into the mix. I also love how Rai waits for his noodles to multiply or whatever, and how at the end of the episode he was like, I need noodles, when they were all talking about what he wanted to eat. Or ramen. Yeah, ramen, not noodles. Ramen, we gotta get technical. I love how the director freaked out when Rai's friends and the 2 nobles were at the place, and how at the end of the episode and throughout, I guess, the rest of the season probably, the security guard dude and one of the nobles are bickering and arguing over the littlest things. So yeah, solid episode, let's move on. Tonikawa, episode 2. Now what should I say about this? It was great. I really have nothing to say since I already know what happens because I'm a manga reader. But I do like how the anime is doing it. Not gonna lie, I do think that the anime did the first episode better in the manga chapters, but that's just me. Jujutsu Kaisen! I'm starting to love this show a lot. I love how Itadori can control Sokka, whatever his name is. I don't remember what the demon's called. Also love, I forgot his name, but he looks like this. Hey guys. The whole eating fingers thing is pretty crazy, and I also love the fight choreography in general. It is so good, so god tier, and that's where I'm gonna leave that. Let's move on. Talented Nana. Now, a few things about that. First off, it does follow Nana, unlike Nano, as I thought from the first episode, and holy crap, Nana is super smart. I'm assuming she doesn't have a talent since the show is called Talentless Nana, yet she continues to keep killing off people that are talented. That's what the whole show is, I think. The show got immensely better after this episode, in my opinion. Definitely rising up the ranks. Next, we are going to do The Day I Became a God. I watched the first episode over the week, and let me say, it was awesome. I love the little girl and how she is a god, I guess. I think she actually is a god. At first, I thought it was something like Love Shinubio, where she was just pretending, but she was predicting stuff right. So I think she's actually a god, and the main character just seems like a normal main character that's gonna, they might end up going in love, who knows? I mean, she seems younger though, so that might be weird, but she is trying to help him with the other girl that he has a crush on. But yeah, I'm excited to see more, and if the world actually is gonna end in 30 days as she says it will. Dragon Quest episode 2 was pretty good. We saw Dai use magic. I'm not gonna lie, there was some CGI, and I'm not sure if it was bad or not. I'm not the most knowledgeable person about CGI, but I do remember a time where Toei Animation, who makes Dragon Quest, worked on a little show called Sailor Moon Crystal. And god, the Sailor Moon Crystal transformation CGI in the first season or 2 was awful. It's better now in season 3 and probably will be from now on. I think Toei's learned a lot since then, but Dragon Quest, I thought it was okay. It wasn't that bad. I definitely did notice it. It took me out of the fight a little, and I was looking at the CGI, but I don't think it was to the point where I'm like, ew, CGI, disgusting. But I do kind of wish they used normal animation just so it doesn't bother me like that, if that makes sense. Moving on. Wandering Witch. In episode 2, we see Elaina go out on her journey, even teaching a young witch to become better at magic herself. Elaina is a great waifu, and I'm really looking forward to see what she does next. I'm starting to like the show a lot, so let's just move on. Adachi and Shimamura. Now this show is a lot better now that I'm not as confused as I was watching the first episode. Now I know that the little girl or dude in the astronaut outfit is not from a dream. That's real life apparently. And the development of Adachi and Shimamura has been really good. I'm just hoping that Adachi doesn't become obsessed with her to the point where it is weird or super crazy, I guess. She did kind of get butthurt when Shimamura's friends came and sat with them at the table, leaving Shimamura to not give Adachi as much attention as she would if they were alone. And I think she got a little bit jealous, but I think they'll be fine. I think it's good. We actually saw the kiss in the dream happen as I was looking for the first episode. But yeah, it's getting better. I'm starting to like it. So yeah. let's move on. By the grace of gods. I like how the main character, keep forgetting his name, has gone out on his journey and is now becoming more open to the world and exploring. And he's super powerful, obviously, since he's an isekai protagonist. He's super resourceful. He keeps on impressing even the adults. And I think he's gonna have a romantic relationship with the girl, the blonde girl. I can see it because he probably had the life in his last life where he didn't get the chance to have a real childhood or even have a real romance. So it's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna be wholesome as crap. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens. We also got a bathwater scene, but I'm not gonna go into that. Last but not least, Akudama Drive. Now, holy crap, I thought the first episode was good, but the second episode is just making me so much more excited for this show, man. All the characters are individually great and special and unique, and the art and just the premise of what they gotta do, and they have phase 2 where they gotta do another thing, even though they're I don't know. And we met 2 new characters that are like police type-ish people that are trying to take them down. And man, I love the dynamic between the characters, and I feel like even though some of them hate each other right now, by the end they'll probably be cool and be friends. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And we have a talking robotic cat apparently, so yeah, we move. Now for the moment that you guys are all waiting for, I am going to be ranking all 10 of these anime right here, right now, from 10 to 1. At number 10, we have The Day I Became a God. Not saying I don't like it, because I think the show is really good. I just don't think I've seen enough for it to overtake the rest of the shows. Let's go to number 9. Number 9 being Dragon Quest. Don't get me wrong, okay? I think Dragon Quest has been good so far. I don't think that the second episode exactly made me as on board as the rest of these shows have so far. I thought the magic was cool. The CGI threw me off a bit, and I didn't really care for the princess and all that stuff. So the episode wasn't bad. It's just that the rest of these shows had second episodes or third episodes, depending. No, I think it was only second episodes that were way better. So let's just move on. Number 8. Number 8, Adachi and Shimamura. I don't know where this was last week, but it definitely did go up in my rankings. Especially now that I'm not confused, I like it a lot more. Let's move on. At number 7, we have By the Grace of Gods. Now, I think this was last place last week. It wasn't because it was bad, it's because, like I said, I like all of these shows. But this week's episode, it was a solid episode. Solid second episode. Make me looking forward to more. I don't know if this is too high for it, but I'm just gonna keep it here regardless. Let's move on to number 6. Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elaina. Like I said earlier, this second episode was pretty good. I'm looking forward to more. I think Elena's a great waifu. I am kind of waiting though for more secondary characters, because that secondary character that she taught in the second episode was a one-off type of thing, and she still hasn't found like a crew or something, because most animes have a crew. So it's just gonna be her journey where she meets people and then they move on and just new characters keep getting introduced, or is she eventually gonna settle down and find a squad of witches, I guess. I don't know, but solid. Let's move on to number 5. The top 5 was hard, not gonna lie. At number 5 is Talentless Nana. Talentless Nana was actually 8 last week, or 7 last week, but it's moved up a bit because of how insane Nana is and how crazy I think the show is going to get. God, I can't really say much. I already said it earlier. And let's move on to number 4. At number 4, I'm sorry to say, but it is Noblesse. It was number 1 last week, but second episode, as good as it was, it didn't really do anything crazy that shattered my expectations. The 3 above it did. Let's move on to number 3. Akudama Drive. Now this, even though it was 4 last week, it moves up to 3 because of how insane the plot's getting, how much I love the characters, art style, the transitions, everything about it. So it moves up to number 3 for me. Let's move on. At number 2, we have Tonikawa. No surprise there, seeing as I'm hella biased. Second episode didn't do anything to blow my expectations away, but it doesn't need to. It's a rom-com. So it just being a good rom-com is enough for it to be number 2 for me. Number 1 is last week's number 3. You guessed it, Jujutsu Kaisen. What can I even say that hasn't already been said? It's stellar fight choreography, it's good animation, it's banger opening, it's goated characters, everything about it. And how the story has been going, I've been saying the same thing for the rest of these, but especially Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm wondering because they said he has to eat all 20 fingers and toes, and then they're gonna kill him because he's the only suitable vessel for Shika whatever. But I wonder if he's gonna end up surviving, or if it's actually gonna end up killing him in the end. I think that would be an insane twist, because even though they say they're gonna kill him, he's a shonen MC. They never die almost. Unless you're Goku and have the Dragon Balls. But what if they had the balls to actually kill him off and keep him dead at the end of the story? I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. That's all I got for the number 1 Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, that is about it for this anime update. See see you next week, probably next Sunday or Monday. I will be going over these episodes again, or episodes 3s or 4s or whatever. Do you disagree with this top 10? Do you think anything should have been higher? Do you think anything should be lower? Comment down below. Be sure to check out all the links in the description. Go follow or subscribe to all those accounts because they're mine and I'm awesome. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you liked it, drop a like. Subscribe, because if I hit 900 subs or 800 subs, I keep messing that up, 800 subs by the end of the month, then I will be putting out a video every single day for the month of November. And if I hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, I will be dyeing my hair an anime character's color. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. It has been your boy Eddie Hates Anime, and all I have to say for now is to just keep on vibing.